fights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Nice.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Nittany Lions will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Gonna run it. It's Hill. They come out strong, stopping for no gain on the opening play.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keelan Russell. Oh, they're after him. And they got him. And this...
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
The matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. He's going for it all. Goes high to pull it in. Run past midfield. Finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Russell. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Plows through up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore.
Here's a little room there. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Throwing Russell. Here's a heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
They'll run it. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3.
And what's the closest guy?
He gets a hand on it, and it's blocked. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Yeah, running right, it's Peoples. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily and, more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and that might open up some big plays down the field.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, because they're sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
I I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown tie!
And we got something different, guys, here in the second quarter. We got points, right? No points in the first quarter. Both defenses had their footing. Now, offense finally strikes. Gets something going. Gets down here on the fringe, too, inside the 30. Capitalizes on it. Gets a touchdown. And we got our first score of the football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Pick off, what a play to set him up. And with the pick six. Touchdown, Alabama!
You always hear the old saying, tips lead to picks. Quarterbacks have got to be careful. You've got to be so accurate with the ball. If you're not, and a defender tips that thing up into the air, bad things generally happen. Pick six. Doesn't get much worse than that.
And right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender there closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him and get him to the ground for a minute.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third down, here's Peoples. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to
Makes the catch, and he's free. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Firing to the right, complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Working that wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Rushes on him. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Fires to the tight end. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big 3rd down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
They'll run it with James Peoples. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They want to run this quarterback. Fighting for the goal, and the ball's out. Defense picks it up.
And then that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the defense.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Russell. Oh, he wants it all. A full dive to haul that one in. Alabama quickly back to the line.
home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some space. Well, so much for running out the clock. You get a huge play like that in your setup, maybe to put points on the board before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw, it's Beck. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. No good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Sends the offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Finds a man in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Dances away. And this one's not working. He'll just put away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls out.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads it downfield. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw. It's Beck. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Try to make that lost ground on second down. They'll give it to People. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Russell on play action. He's going for the big play. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive in the third quarter, march it down the field and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Peoples again. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the right. Mark him down right there, but he's got plenty for the first down and to keep this drive moving.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Caught behind the line. It's Robinson. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, here's Peoples. Takes it down to the 41-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on fourth down once, like they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This off
caught, and he's got room. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone, right at the 20.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind.
There's a crease. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this thing.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Here's Peoples. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. We are not going to get shut out in front of all of these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
Tide ready to roll on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Right now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Keelan Russell. Going to take a shot. He's got it. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Grabs a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Fires into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with people. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Here's a gift to Peoples. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game.